Man, oh man, am I late? Alright. We're gonna jump into this one. Crazy Ballad versus Commeradicore. I have no idea what they're playing. Let me see if I can actually watch this game. Ooh. Let's wait. I'm just so excited to watch this. There we go. Just resize this. Alright, so like I said, I was late a little bit, so someone tell me what's up. Alright, so Riker Boy coming in the clutch, telling me that Commeradicore is 1-0. He's up. He's playing Blue White Fliers, which is funny because Crazy Baloth played this deck last week in top forward. It looks like Crazy Baloth is on some Burning Vengeance nonsense. That's all I gotta say. Worm Harvest, Treasure Cruise. So yeah, he's casting a bunch of spells from his graveyard, doing the doing some business. But he's down. Flame Jab, Retrace. Retrace spells are pretty good in this format actually. When you got Burning Vengeance with you. I thought, man, I gotta work really early, and I thought I'd get here like quicker, but I guess these people really wanted to go. Nimbus of Frost doing some work. Prowess, and taps down things. Sorcery and since we cast. The Blue White Flyers deck really needs like a critical mass of creatures just to kind of like get up. But oh, look at this Hypnotic Siren with a bestow. When that ever happens, it's the biggest. Just like oh really, it's like the really. But you know, I think like Crazy Bob can just kind of Worm Harvest if he has a land. He's got to draw a land here. This is the thing about Retrace. You need a ton of lands. Maybe he's looking to Faith's Looting Flashback, shoot him for 2, and then maybe like Desperate Ravings Flashback, shoot him for 2, and maybe draw a land. Oh, he's gonna find a basic. This is smart. I like this kind of synergy. Finding lands, the retrace stuff. And while he's just putting stuff in his graveyard. Interesting. You kind of need to kill him right now. If you can do it. He probably needs to draw like an untapped red source. Or just an untapped land in general. With this looting and the Desperate Ravings. Because if he finds like an untapped red, just an untapped source, he can flame jab with the land he found with the Hermit Druid, and then just kind of kill him from there with the Burning Vengeance, because he's casting all his spells in his graveyard. I think he's got it here. Or he just flame jab him twice, I guess. If he finds 2 lands, he can just flame jab him twice. That'd be good enough. Sweet. On to game 3. It's a fun note, I will be playing next week, because next week is Thanksgiving, and I somehow have the day off. So, I'll be playing in next week's tournament. So no more just highlights, now I'm just going to actually be playing and doing the work. I haven't figured out what I'm going to play yet, but I will play. I think what I'm going to do is play, go undefeated, win the tournament, and then never play again. So I can say that I was undefeated the entire tournament. That's what I'm going to do, yeah. So that's where I got. Alright, turn 1 Grappling Claws. Pretty good against the deck that tries to put all their stuff in their graveyard. But I mean, if you play these kinds of decks where you're relying on your graveyard, you have to have a way to stop things like this. Commeradicore didn't really keep any blues land yet, or maybe it doesn't matter right now. You can easily beat Scrap and Claws though if you just kind of dump a lot of cards in your graveyard, because then they can't keep up with, excuse me, keep up with the exile effects, and then they'll force to burn. You know, just kind of like do the one shot. That's the way I've found to like when I play my graveyard decks. I would try to beat Scrabbling Claws. Is just like put a large amount of cards in graveyard, which Crazy Baloth decks can't do. He's got like Mulch, Desperate Ravings, Faithless Looting. I'm sure he has like Frantic Surge and things like that. Who knows? I don't know their exact lists. I know Commeradicore's list. It's supposed to be based off of Crazy Baloth's last week list. So it's Crazy Baloth's got a Mulch. See, Frantic Search, Hammer Druid, Desperate Ravings, Creeping Renaissance. Kind of a whiff, but not really a whiff. We're just gonna keep his graveyard up for now. Meanwhile, Comradicore really not on board yet. Really, he's just got the Scrabbling Claws. Probably just kept the hand based on the strength of that. We'll draw these guys. Water, one of my favorite creatures in this format. Just like a good 2-for-1 kind of creature. Nimbles of Frost did a lot of work in the last match. From what I saw. Is it? Did it not untap? Yeah, that's pretty strong. Especially in of a deck like Comradicore, he's really gonna have like removal. So he has like this like tempo based removal, but there's nothing really like hard you can do. Maybe you can play like Afterlife, which exiles creatures, which doesn't see a lot of play. Then again, white doesn't really see a lot of play in general. The color white. It's probably like the least played color by far. I don't know how much longer Comradicore can actually sit on his claws. I think he has to just pop it, because he's like really behind right now. He's missed like 2 land drops, and this Nibbles of Frost is just going to like take over the game. He needs to find some like strong action, something. I don't I don't know what he can draw at this point. All right, second island. That's good. Ooh, Sky Knight, the detain mechanic from Return to Ravnica. One of the most annoying mechanics I've ever played against. But you know, Comradicore, it's still content on just doing one thing at a time. Still though, even if it's detained, the triggered effect, the triggered ability still happens. So, so Crazy Ballad is still has free reign, just kind of like do what he wants with it. He doesn't need to attack with it. It's just beneficial if he does. Ooh, and Flame Jab. Flame Jab is just so good against Comradicore's deck. He really needs a Thunderclap Wyvern. Just kind of like get over these like X1s. That's I think that's what his deck is filled with. And now with Burning Vengeance online, now it's just all it's all Baloth Town here. See, this is where I think this is where he has to get rid of the Flame Jab. Yeah, he couldn't do anything about it the first time because he didn't pass priority. So, but still, he still has a Burning Vengeance, and he still has a Niblis, a Frost. So he's Comradicore's got to find something. Maybe he has like seal of cleansing. Another Sky Knight. It's okay. It's just like delaying the inevitable here. Because next turn, Crazy Baloth has two spells he can cast right now. And even if like he gets to counter it with a Justice Familiar, like let's say he goes like looting, then Desert Ravings, the Burning Vengeance trigger still happens. So he's gonna shoot like about two guys here. The entire board's probably gonna die this turn. Another Niblis of Frost. Jeez. Hard cast Cloudscape. That's gonna be a little helpful. Bounces a Frost. Probably what he has to do. Yeah, gets in there with this kind. I like this play. It's very aggressive. It's the only way that Commeradicore is going to ever get out of this game. He has to start attacking. Yeah, I like this. You can't replay the Niblis here. He's got to start shooting down some creatures and getting in there himself. Maybe no, I don't think he can attack, but he's definitely got a looting this turn. Ooh, Bin's a Worm Harvest. That's gonna be annoying. Right now he's got 3 lands in his graveyard, and he found a Flame Jab. Wow. Like these 3-color decks are like really risky, but when you can pull it off, it's a sight to see for sure. Like Commeradicore's deck just isn't fast enough to really exploit the 3-color mana base of Crazy Baloth. Because I mean, if you look at this guy, like he's probably plays at least like 8 tap lands, plus he's Evolving Wilds. So if you just had a bit more of an aggressive draw, maybe this game would have gone his way. He started out with like double Foundry, which is really it's a really like rough start. Passes rebuff for 2. It's not going to be enough. You can just pay it. Because this alone, 2/3/3 Flyers are pretty good on this board. You should probably pay this. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, complete control. That's shows strength right there. Just attacking. What can Comradcore do? Ooh, tell him in performance. He does have a couple of creatures though. So he's gonna get a Hermit Druid? Okay. I'm not I mean, that's okay. You got like some creatures, so it's not gonna be like the knockout punch. If anything, this kinda helps him. Right? So now he has like a million more lands in his graveyard for Worm Harvest. And he's got another looting. And if he'd hit his own Niblis, that would have been good. Oh no. I don't agree with shooting. Or he's not shooting. He's trying to tap them down. He has to target stuff. Yeah, that's a sweet play. Yeah, he's dead. All right, Crazy Bella moves on to the finals here. All you do is cast any spell. There you go. He's got a mulch. Surprise triggers happen. Attacks for 10. Crazy Ballad moves on to the finals. Goes 2-1 with his, let's call it Rug Burning Vengeance over a Commeradicore and blue-white Fliers. Alright, Crazy Ballad's in the finals. Can he close it out? Or can he just... I'm not sure what he's playing around. He could be... Yeah, he can have Unsummon. Alright, never mind. Alright, Crazy Ballad wins that. See if we can see the other match. Nope, maybe not. Alright, let me look. Move this over here. Congrats, Crazy Bale. He's on to the finals. I'm not sure who won the other match. Let's find out.